They've traveled all season long to play their games. Now the Transylvania Pioneers wagon rolls into the plains of Oklahoma in search of an NAIA championship.
Transy's Travelers Next Stop Tulsa is brought to you by Overbrook Farm, by Downtown Lexington Corporation, by Whitaker Bank, by Multi-Service Harris Boyd Insurance, by Casual Living and Patio Center, and by Fayette Heating and Air Conditioning.
Welcome into the road show that is Transylvania basketball this season. Transy's Travelers Next Stop Tulsa. Over the next 30 minutes, we'll tell you about what has been a remarkable season for this Transylvania team, joined by Hall of Fame coach Don Lane, #1 in the country heading into the tournament. That's got to feel great.
Well, it's been a great position to be in. It's something we've really been excited about for a long time, and of course we've never been there. We had to learn how to adjust to it. But one of the good things about this team is they've really worked to try to stay there, and their intent is to stay there at the very end.
And of course, you played all season without a home court for practice or for play. Let's go ahead and take a look right now what the traveling roadshow has been like for the Pioneers.
They are the boys in the bubble. At least that's where Transy's basketball team has practiced this year. After calling McAllister Auditorium home for the past 71 years, the old gym was torn down last summer so the new Beck Center could be built. In the meantime, the Pioneers knew this season would be won on the road, both for practice and games. So the university put a bubble over the tennis courts and bought the floor used by the Miami Heat, and voila, a practice facility.
The Miami Heat changed their floors. Last year they decided to take this one out. Connor Flooring that's doing the flooring for us over in the new building had this floor and said, they knew we were looking for one, and said, hey, the Miami Heat's taking their floor, would you like to buy it? So we bought it from the Miami Heat. We're trucked in here on trailers, that's 3 trailer loads.
It gets a little chilly. If it gets under around 20, the heat doesn't do much good. It was only a certain, there's not too much insulation in here, so you know, we have a lot of cold practice. Sometimes we're wearing long sleeve shirts and stuff.
Yeah, it has. It's helped our conditioning at once. Longer court. We tried to get coach to make sprint times a little bit longer, but he wouldn't. But the longer court makes a big difference. But it's helped us in our defense because the court's bigger and you have to move your feet a lot better, and help defense has to be better, and it helps when you get to use this bigger court.
And it's a great facility. It's an NBA-sized court, so I think we're in better shape because of it, and it's really helped out.
Games have been a different story. The Pioneers have used 7 different facilities to play contests this year, including Memorial Coliseum, Frankfort Civic Center, Moorhead State, Dunbar and Lexington Catholic High Schools in Lexington, Midway College, and of all places, Georgetown College. So you can make the case that the Pioneers have had 27 road games.
I think without a doubt it's helped us. It never really changes. We do the same pregame, but we just have different sites, and now we're just so used to it. We played everywhere. We feel like we can overcome any adversity that we are confronted with, and we've won all our games except one and played at different sites every time.
We don't focus on everything else that's outside of our team. We focus on what we have to do, especially during game time and everything. We don't let anything else distract us, and focus on what we have to do. We go out there each and every night, do what we do, and hopefully get a victory.
I knew I'd get you over the tennis court sooner or later. I just didn't think you'd be practicing over there.
You don't want to be on that tennis court.
Well, it was Eric Lickey was talking about, though, that it's made the routine the same going into every game. I guess that's been important.
It really has. And where you talk about, well, we played well at home, now let's go on the road and do a good job. You never hear that this year. From the very first game, after that first game, these guys said, well, they're all the same, aren't they, Coach? And I said, yes. We use pretty much the same technique to prepare for every single game. And that's not always been the case. When you had McAllister and then you go on the road, these guys, when you go to Moorhead State for a road game and you go to Frankfort for the home game, and then but they're just like being on the road. So these guys have handled it well, but that bubble's been a salvation.
This season has been a special one, not only because of the #1 ranking, but there's been a bit of a dedication this season. Part of your staff the last few years, Coach Nelson passed away, before, I guess, right around the start of this season. Talk about what the players have, I guess, kind of dedicated part of the season to him.
Well, they have. Craig Nelson was assistant for me for 7 years, and he was like a brother to me, I guess more like a child in some sense, because he kind of helped raise him, and as I told his dad, and he had a car accident in December. He was working for Reebok and was killed instantly. And it really affected these guys. It really affected Coach Witz and I and the Transylvania community, but it affected these players a lot because they'd all been involved in being recruited by him. They'd all been coached by him for 3 years. So they really were affected by it. So they They do. Every one of them, almost to the man, has Nelly written on their shoes, and have from the very beginning. And they wear a black band on their jerseys each game to indicate that this guy has a special attachment to this team and to this group of people, and that he won't be forgotten.
And of course, this season we've been talking about. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the highlights from a year that has been just great for Transy. Coach, you started out the year really on a roll.
We really did. I really felt like I was really concerned about how having to travel so much would bother us. I was concerned about wearing us down and not having a locker room and all those things that were just you take in stride. But that normally are problems, but this team really did take them in stride. And early on, we had some excellent games. Martin Methodist is the one that I thought that particular game where Collier hits that basket to win it for us right at the horn. We had beaten Martin Methodist at their place, and they were nationally ranked at the time. I think that gave us an awful lot of confidence very early.
And then you really got things going, beating Georgetown in front of a great packed house in Frankfort, as we'll see just a minute here. But really a win that kind of let everybody know how good this team was up there.
Well, it really did. Georgetown, of course, has a great team, and playing in Frankfort these kids enjoyed playing there, and they really enjoyed playing Memorial. In fact, they kind of liked playing in some of these places. I don't think there's any question about it. But the game against Georgetown, I think we got out and played really well. Then we were up 15 at half, and they made a great run, went up 1, and then we came back and won the game. And I think that really gave us even more confidence that, hey, we're for real. But I think games like Cumberland, Martin Methodist, Grand Canyon and Grand Canyon, Masters out there in Phoenix, those games all gave this team a lot of confidence and made them realize, hey, we can beat some good teams, and we're capable of beating just about anybody.
Now, I wasn't involved with what you're getting ready to see coming up, but senior night here, we're taking a look at highlights, and the players, they got you here, didn't they?
They sure did. These guys, and I was just, I'm just glad that was
wasn't water.
Confetti and not water. I mean, we took care of the Coliseum floor for sure. And but I mean, I almost had a heart attack anyway because I thought it was water.
I thought it was water when I was behind him. I was trying to get out of the way in case of the splash.
I'm still picking out that confetti out of what little hair I've got, I think.
When we come back, we'll take a look at the 7 seniors that have made this season so special for this team, and hear from some of the parents of those players as we continue on Transy's Travelers Next Stop Tulsa here on Channel 27.
Hey Coach, it's me. I'm back again. Just wanted to wish you guys luck out there. Don't call me asking me if I still have some eligibility, because I don't. I can't play for you. I know you need a quick point guard out there to help Collier get the ball up the floor, but you're going to have to try to do this one without me. I'll be with you guys in spirit. If you need any advice or any assistance, give me a call at home and I'll see what I can do.
Congratulations, 2001 basketball team. I was a representative of the 94 team. For those of you who don't know me, we went to nationals and we lost our first game, so good luck. Carried on. It was 8-on-5 when we played. Hopefully it'll be a little bit better odds for you guys. Good luck.
I want to say good luck to Coach Lane and all the guys on the team. Make us proud out in Tulsa and bring us back a championship.
Went to Tulsa a couple times. It's a great experience, guys. Enjoy it. Congratulations on being #1, and just make the most of it. This is the time of your life. Good luck to Coach Lane, and congratulations to him too.
I want to congratulate Coach Lane and wish the best luck in Tulsa. I hope you take advantage of this great opportunity.
Casual Living and Patio Center and Homecrest make your dreams come true. Outdoor spaces so inviting, so wonderful.